Hey everyone, you're watching Ash on Comics. My name is Ash, and this is my lunch. Check it out. I don't always go to In-N-Out. There's another place in San Diego. Spoiler, I live in San Diego. That's almost as much beloved by me. It's called Sombrero, Mexican food. This has been around for many decades, and oh man, I love their Mexican food. Check out my spread. I got my lunch ready. Look at this bad boy right here. This is called the Special Burrito or the Jumbo Deluxe. Shredded beef, beans, rice, lettuce, and this enchilada sauce, which is to die for, that they smother it with. It is fan-freaking-tastic. But that's not why I'm doing this video. Oh, check this out. I got my new tripod in. My other one, I had a cheaper one that broke. It was about half the size, but I did it for different things. And I found this on Amazon. You can find some really cool stuff, man, online. This one goes for about 10 to 20 bucks, and I found it for 10. Mostly that goes for like 20. There's different sellers that have it. One of the things you're going to find with gadgets like this is that a lot of this stuff is generic, and it's made by a Chinese factory, and like a company will go to China and they'll brand it under their name, like so they can sell it. But the Chinese factory still makes these for anyone that wants to get them. So they're not actually it's really just a seller. Like the company that sells these, they're just buying from the factory. Anyway, it's not like American business. Like the guys that they don't make them themselves. It's a lot of the ways, things like that, gadgets, electronics, what have you. So, anyways, the reason I made this video is talking about something that Doug Ernst just alerted me with. I watched his video. Sorry, I realized that my drink is like totally in the way. Doug Ernst made a video, Marvel History Destroyed in 2019 by Forgotten Boys like Tom Brevoort. I highly recommend that you watch this video. I'm going to cover a little bit of the information that he did, but I don't really want to just duplicate his video. I really liked what he had to say. There's really nothing to critique about what he says. He's on point totally with this video, so go watch it. I will try to remember to put the link in the bottom, but I'm lazy. But you can find it real easy. And you guys should all be watching Doug Ernst. You should have him subscribed anyways. So let's go back to what I was here. Marvel reveals character who will destroy Marvel history. Spoiler, it's stupid Cosmic Ghost Rider. But Ash, Cosmic Ghost Rider isn't stupid. Yeah, that's because Donny Cates is writing him. And even then, a lot of people are like, he's stupid. Let's take a look at this awful... Look at this art. What is that? What? Paul Scheer and Nick Giovanetti and Gerardo Sandoval, with a cover by someone awful. In 20 years ago, if Marvel had done this, I would have just said, you know what? I have faith. You're doing cool stuff. But the way Marvel's doing things today, no faith. None at all. It's like zero. And I want you to think about something. A lot of people talk about, and this is the reason I want to do this video, a lot of people talk about Comicsgate not having an impact. I hear that a lot within Comicsgate. It's like, nothing's happening, that's happening. And then I'm usually one arguing, going, that's not true. I mean, look at Fresh Start with Marvel. If you haven't been around Comicsgate more than a year, then you probably don't see what's happening. Marvel has made significant changes. They're still trash, but they're not heaping piles of dog shit trash. Okay, Thor is back to being a guy, right? Hulk is Hulk. Amadeus Cho is gone. Captain America is not a Nazi. Okay, well, technically he is a Nazi, but the Captain America in the comics is not a Nazi. Spider-Man is no longer being written with this whole feminist agenda nonsense. A lot of progress has been made. Now, is it enough? I don't think so. I still don't get Marvel. And I'm a big promoter of Walk Away from Marvel, which is a hashtag I started, and I hope other people would catch on and use it. But Marvel has been making progress. Comicsgate has had influence. It is undeniable. And then I saw Doug Ernst's video today, and it's not certain, but it's very disheartening. So Marvel is about to destroy their universe in March. Less than a year, mind you, less than a year from restart, where they restarted the universe, like not restarted the whole universe, but or they call it fresh start. Fresh start, going to give you the characters you want, all the stuff, and then less than a year, 6 months maybe? 6 to 9 months later, they're going to just throw that all away. So, unless this is a surprise, fantastic piece of, creative genius, and we all love it, like, Infinity Gauntlet back in the day, and I'll eat my hat, and, so to speak, I'll eat crow. I don't foresee that, based on what I'm seeing. They're rewriting, look at this, Spider-Man. Who brought Amazing Spider-Man back after Spider-Man No More? Who really gave Fantastic Four their powers? Who found Captain America on ice before the Avengers? And who really saved Jean Grey? So Doug Ernst has a much more eloquent and more thought out video. This was just really for me to kind of help bring attention and kind of just throw my 2 cents into it. I really do suggest you watch this video. But walk away from Marvel. That's something that I wanted to add. And Doug, I don't know if you're going to get a chance to watch this video. I would love it if you like the hashtag, use it. If you don't like it, don't use it. But you said as much in your video about walking away from Marvel. And it's important that we understand that we have to vote with our dollar. What I'm seeing is a lot of people in Comicsgate bitch and moan about what Marvel and other comics companies are doing, but mostly Marvel. And yet they continue to buy the books. And then I continue to read tweets about, what is this shit? What is it? What can't this book, I saw a tweet last night that I haven't even done anything on, showing two panels from the new Spider-Man, where Miles Morales is making commentary essentially on the border situation and, real current day politics, about how we're just, America, we're all racist and we just hate Mexicans. And of course, Miles Morales is half Hispanic, he's Puerto Rican. But, it's so cringy, and it's just so... Marvel has not learned their lesson. And these people, they keep going out, and you're buying a Saladin Ahmed comic. The guy is an anti-white racist. He's SJW. He hates America. What are you expecting when you buy these books? Stop buying these books. It's frustrating. I'm not angry, I'm frustrated, but I see people keep giving Marvel. When you keep giving Marvel your money, they have no reason to change what they're doing. You can bitch and moan, but Marvel doesn't care about bitching and moaning. Clearly, everyone in Comicsgate knows that. That's the whole point of Comicsgate, is that they're not listening to their fans. They will listen to money, or more importantly, the lack thereof. And if you think that they're just going to be... I hear this argument about, no, Disney, they can't fail because they got that Disney money. Bullshit. It's a publicly owned company. Okay? There's not some rich super billionaire. There's no Bruce Wayne. There's no Tony Stark who just throwing money at things. It doesn't work that way. There's a board of directors, and the CEO of the company has to answer to the board of directors. And when a subsidiary company that you own is just burning money, I don't care how much less money that is than Disney as a whole makes, that does not look good. That is just terrible business, and the stockholders aren't going to accept that. It can't happen. All right, so right now, Marvel is finding ways of making excuses, and they are in the death throes. They're doing all these things like the year of number ones, which I'm going to call 2018, where I haven't counted them all, but it's easily over 100 number one issues this year. Easy. Because I do my pull list every week, and it averages like 5 a week, and there's 52 weeks out of the year. That's 250 number ones. Now, I don't think it comes out to that much, but easily over 100. There was 9 2 weeks ago. There was 6 this week, or 9 last week and 6 this week. Just in 2 weeks, I had 15 number ones. Marvel's in their death throes. They are doing this to inflate their numbers, right? And I hear opponents of Comicsgate talk about, oh no, look at the sales figures, it's coming back up. No, those are people, it's because of number one issues. Englentine, I Love Comics, does a video every week, which I really like, where he does the countdown of the top 20 comics that are being sold, not ordered, but sold from comic stores and also digital on Comixology. And he just gives you a little bit of taste of what's happening. And every time Marvel wins, he does this whole thing where he compares who had more in the top 20. Every time Marvel wins is because they had multiple number ones. And then in weeks where they don't have many number ones at all, DC always wins. And DC crushed them this past week. In fact, I think they went tied with Image. Marvel is failing. They're floundering in the water. I am certain that this fresh start is an answer to people at DC going, what the hell's going on? We've got Joe Quesada all of a sudden in the past couple months throwing his face around like, oh, this guy, everything that's happening in normal comic, like that should be beneath his attention. Like he's busy off making movies and handling the whole television movie universe. This should all be beneath his notice, but it's not, because Marvel does not have their ducks in a row. And Comicsgate's having an impact. So this video is getting it's over 10 minutes. I wanted to keep these at 10 minutes as my target. Watch that video that Doug Ernst did. I'll flash it back here for you so you can see the name. Marvel History Destroyed. If you do that in Google, Marvel History Destroyed, in the YouTube search, it should pop it up. It's a good video. Like I said, he's more eloquent. He's a professional writer, so what have you. Let me know what you think about what's going on this. And please, if you agree with me, when you see Marvel doing dumb things and you're coming on Twitter, hashtag walk away from Marvel. It's just a play on the hashtag walk away, which is the whole Republicans or conservatives trying to get people to recognize that the Democrats have gone bonkers and it's not the old Democrat Party, like walk away. It was a play off that. Walk away from Marvel. It's not your old Marvel. You don't have to hate them. I don't hate Marvel. I pray that they return to old glory, but they're not. And so I am going to let them starve. I mean, if I had the choice, I would let them starve, have a whole house cleaned, and that's the only way I think it's going to happen. They are so ingrained in their ideology, and as long as they can get away with making enough money and not getting fired, they're going to keep doing it. So that's the way it has to be. Let me know what you think about this Marvel destroying their history. Oh, goodness. It's going to be a freaking train wreck. Thanks for watching. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I forgot to mention. Look at this nonsense. I don't know how to pause this. Okay, I just recently got a PlayStation 4, and I'm playing Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man on the new Spider-Man game on PS4 by Insomniac, and it is phenomenal. It is so much fun, and it captures Spider-Man, and it's a mix of great video game gameplay with a cool Spider-Man story and capturing the universe and yada, yada, yada. So I love it. If you haven't played it and you're a comic book fan, I mean, Spider-Man, it's the best video game I've ever played. So I happened to come across Marvel when I was trying to research this story, and I was noticing a few things. Like, first of all, Spider-Man into Spider-Verse directors on the multi-universe appeal of Spider-Man, right? And then, oh jeez. So this is like one of the things they have. And then the Spider-Man Silver Lining coming in DC, which is announcing, a new thing. But they talk about, essentially, when you get down, they're like basically taking credit for the success, like how great this new Spider-Man video game is. They didn't handle either one. The Spider-Man movie and the Spider-Man video game aren't Marvel. They're Marvel properties, but they weren't handled by Marvel. What they're basically saying is, look at how cool Spider-Man can be when other people do it, not us. And I think that's very telling and completely exposing how self-unaware they are. Like, oh, look at it, how great the Spider-Man. You didn't have a hand in it. This wasn't you. This is how shitty you are. And this is why IDW now has a Spider-Man book. You're all going to lose your jobs. All this is going to be out-farmed to other people who do Spider-Man better. And Marvel's just like, look. And it's just speaking to the freaking cattle. And it's unbelievable. # walk away from Marvel.